accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for you.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point just does sneak over the bar. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, If you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Throwing is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Man open is Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Here comes another drive from this unit. And, Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession. An interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one...
No, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
On the move past the 40.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down, Prescott dancing to his left. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. This offense returns to the field, led by Devin Duvernay, a wide receiver. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Looking to throw, Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And again, it's Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his team.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean,